Michael, tell us a little bit about your new album and what inspired you to put together a hymns collection.
Well, it wasn't the first option. Actually, at first, my wife and I were discussing what we were going to do. I'd already done kind of a hymns project some time back, and she said, well, what about a Josh Groban big voice kind of thing? And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go up and start trying to write some songs for that. That didn't work. It was in Scripture, it was in Ephesians, where it says to love our wife like Christ loved the church, to wash them in the Word. And right before that, it says for us to encourage each other and sing to each other with psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. So I picked one of the songs up. It's called There's a Fountain. And I just literally rewrote the music to it in about 5 minutes. And then that night, I performed it at my church. And they asked, hey, can we incorporate that in our services? And I was like, sure.
There is a fountain to cleanse our guilt and shame.
Everybody was kind of learning it and singing it, and I thought, I gotta maybe do this more, write more songs that the church can sing. And that's kind of how the project just started kind of coming together.
What was it like to rewrite? Some of these hymns are such classics. Was that daunting? Was that inspiring?
I certainly wanted to make it more modern so people could sing along with it. The message is still really strong.
Dear dying Lamb, thy precious blood shall never lose its power. When on the ransom church of God be saved to sin no more.
Do you have a favorite song on this album, something that really stands out to you?
I mean, I do think There's a Fountain, because it's the beginning, the one that really started it all. There's a special place in my heart with that because my wife was going through a really dark time. She struggles with depression, and she was really having a really rough morning. And so she usually goes to the Word every morning. That, I guess her reading wasn't working for her that particular morning, and so she opened up the hymnal, came to that song, read the words, and God just really, the peace of God filled her heart.
There is a fountain to cleanse our guilt and shame.
Little did she know that William Cooper is the one who actually penned that song. He struggled with depression, tried to kill himself 3 times in one night. Went to an insane asylum, and the guy who was in charge of him was a Christian, and he led him to the Lord. And shortly after that, that particular song was written. So,
what do you hope that your fans or your listeners take away, when they experience this album?
Well, I hope it draws them closer to Christ. Somebody just recently sent me an email where their son had tried to commit suicide, and they were just on the web somewhere, and they came across my music, and she said, you have no idea how that's helping us right now put into words what we can't put into words. And so when I hear stories like that, it makes me want to do it more.